Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm checking out Taylor Swift Holy Ground in the Live Lounge. I did react to this whole show over on Patreon a while ago, but I don't remember it. And I'm currently working my way through Red over on Patreon. And, oh man, what an album, man. Like, that's just the sound of it, man, is. The songs are great. I mean, there's probably like maybe one song that I would have not put on the record, but apart from that, I just it's a contender for like my favorite record, as many of them are now. But anyway, this song I I really loved, man, and a few people mentioned, this version, and I can't remember how I reacted to it initially, this version. So I'm going to check it out again.
BBC Radio 1.
I was reminiscing just the other day, having coffee all alone, and it took me away to a first glance feeling on New York time. You fit in my poems like a perfect rhyme. Took off faster than a green light go. You skip the conversation when you already know. I left a note on the door with a joke we made. That was the first day, and darling, it was good.
There's just a gravitas that she has, isn't it? That it's so wonderful for me and for all you, I suppose, in your own journey to being Swifties, but probably observing me do it as well. There's a confidence isn't the word, is it? I suppose it's a presence, in just the energy that she has, but without great songs, you're nothing, are you? And I don't know really, does every song have to be great? What does great mean? Is can a song be great, without an audience that thinks it's great? I don't know. I don't know the answers to these questions, man. But when something makes you feel something, I suppose, and as with all great art, it's like there's an element of mystery about it, isn't there? That pulls us in. There's something somewhere in us that can't quite make sense of how they've done it. That's a part of it, I think. But also, it's like when you listen to your favorite songs, it takes you out of time, doesn't it? It's like connection to source, or something like that. Like when you're listening, like there's nothing else that exists. And I don't know if this is doing that for me like right now, but it is on some level, because I guess I learned through reacting to. I'm learning more, after being a massive music fan for all of my life, and a musician and songwriter myself. Just from doing this channel, I'm learning so much, about what I think about music, about kind of objectively, I guess, well, learning not just what I like and what I don't like, but analysing why, which maybe I never ever did before, It's just like, I don't like that, it's not making me feel something, but it's useful to me, I think, to try and work it out and understand it, because just those couple of notes she's playing, it could be boring, couldn't it? But it's not. What she's singing about, it could be boring, in the hands of a less accomplished storyteller, I suppose. And it doesn't have to be, like, lyrics don't have to be complex, do they, but they have to be right for the music, for the melody, It's an interesting thing, isn't it? Songwriting. as a form of storytelling.
I was reminiscing just the other day, having coffee all alone, and it took me away to a first glance feeling on New York time. You fit in my poems like a perfect rhyme.
It's like, you know, it's brilliant, isn't it? Because the tempo is staying the same, but like the melody along with the lyric, it feels like, you know, this world is coming to life. You know, you're being drawn in to New York. You know, it's.
I was reminiscing just the other day, having coffee all alone, and it took me away to a first glance feeling on New York time. You fit in my poems like a perfect rhyme.
That bit of the melody is very important as well, man.
You skip the conversation when you already know. I left a note on the door with the joke we made. That was the first day. And darling,
Subtle variations, you know, all through that first verse, wasn't there?
never looking down. And right there where
Something else, you know, I'm noticing. I've just been, well, a couple of reactions ago, I did Niall Horan, This Town, and I kind of like, I feel bad for like, just thinking it was a bit rubbish, you know. Do I feel bad? Maybe that's not true. But I want to understand, you know, or articulate why, you know, why I feel that way, and what it is, you know. And maybe it's just that it's too on the nose, maybe that's an element of it, you know, like the storytelling. Like there needs to be like, it needs to work, I think. Great songs need to work on many levels, don't they? Not that you have to understand them on many levels, but you know, like this line has just made me think about that here. The
never
yeah, it was good. Never looking down,
and right there
because it's specific, but it's vague as well, isn't it? You know,
the ground.
this is beautiful. And holy ground, you know, can mean such different things to many different people. Whereas I guess I think with the Nile tune, it was just very sort of spelled out, you know. Sort of, I think that was an element to it, you know, why it didn't have the magic as well. I don't think the melody. Well, you can go and watch that reaction, you know. I don't need to get into why I didn't like that song. Here, you know.
Like a girl in a brand new dress. We had this big wide city all to ourselves. We blocked the noise with the sound of I Need You. For the first time I had something to lose, and I guess we fell apart in the usual way. The stories got dust on every page. Sometimes I wonder how you think about it now, and see your face in every crowd. Darling, it was good.
I think as well, like in the verses that she's singing, you know, there are from line to line, you know, where it could just be the same each time. There are just elements of the melody or a note where she'll go somewhere else with it, you know, and it helps. It's not just about keeping it interesting, I don't think, but it's about like an emotional journey, isn't it? And I think that was what was lacking with This Town, you know. Yeah.
Holy ground.
It's a beautiful backing vocal, isn't it? that's something I don't think gets spoken about enough. You know, is the power of those kind of backing vocals. You know, I mean, you shouldn't put them in your songs for the sake of it, but if they rise up when you're writing it, it's a great device, isn't it? You know, one for like to remember, you know, things. It's like a hook, isn't it, in itself? But I guess, well, it's melodies connect, don't they, on deeper levels than words, I suppose. It transcends language, transcends understanding to some degree. Just reacting to Golden by Harry Styles live at somewhere, I forget where, but it was brilliant. You know, and that ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. And then there's another tune of his on, I forgot what it was called, you know, but it's got a sample on it, the ba-ya, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And if you do that badly, you know, if it's not like if it's not something good, then it can be a bit crap, I guess. But if it feels right, it can just enrich a song so much, can't it, man?
Tonight I'm gonna dance for all that we've been through, but I don't wanna dance if I'm not dancing with you. Tonight I'm gonna dance like you were in
The enunciation of every word she has on this song, man. This song is just
with you.
gorgeous.
It was good. Never looking down. And right there where we stood was holy ground. Tonight I'm gonna dance for all that we've been through, but I don't wanna dance if I'm not dancing with you. Tonight I'm gonna dance like you were in this room, but I don't wanna dance if I'm not dancing with you.
And back to where we started, man. Gorgeous, isn't it, man? Gorgeous. Yeah. I just love Taylor Swift, man. Like, she's just cool, isn't she, man? She's just awesome. Such an inspiration, you know. And wow. Thanks for joining me, guys. Links in description for Patreon stuff if that's your thing. Have a great week. Look after yourselves. See you later.